do you make those special moments memorable? Okay. Let me start that over. We are talking to Jodian, right? Okay. All right, folks. So the Jodian Pantry Foundation seeks to improve the health, economic, and social conditions of indigent and elderly persons throughout Jamaica. She joins us this morning to talk to her about the initiatives and just about the foundation in general. Jodian, good morning to you. Thank you for being here with us this morning.
Good morning, Simone.
It's good to
It's
have
an
you.
honor.
It's good to have you. How are things generally?
Hmm. Ups and downs, but I'm still finding ways to cope and not crumble mentally and psychologically. It has not been an easy road in this pandemic, Simone, I must
Yeah,
tell you.
yeah, I
But I
know.
remain positive and I remain hopeful that whatever is happening or transpiring in this season, it will all work out for our own good.
That's right.
So I'm still thankful to God, regardless of the many issues that I may be facing or have faced, To God be the glory.
Yeah, COVID, you mentioned, is a tough time, especially we are almost 2 years in, and you
Yes,
started this foundation then a little bit around the time that COVID would have started or just
right.
before?
A little bit before.
Okay, so tell me why you decided to start the foundation.
To be honest with you, Simone, the foundation has been around for the longest time, for many years. But to be honest, Jamaicans have a thing where we tend to take shortcuts, the not so safe routes when we're doing certain things that can end up having repercussions. So I didn't want to be collecting funds and not have the foundation fully registered. That's one. Secondly, I just didn't want to get in trouble with any law or nothing like that pertaining to Charities Act and the rules, the policies, So I decided that, listen, although I have been giving myself, because I'm missing, I'll give my heart,
Yeah,
that little
yeah,
that
yeah.
song, I'll give my heart.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. So I've been singing, I'll give my heart since I was a very young girl, and that song represents me in entirety. I've been giving myself, giving my heart, giving my services, whether through music, whether through giving back clothing to burnt out victims, because that was something I used to focus on mainly whenever I used to see news popping up with persons burnt out and kids involved, teenagers involved. I used to search for things, and I used to say, Mommy, all right, the things in that barrel around there, or that barrel around there, in that drawer around there, just put them in a bag for me and I'll come and I'll collect them, stuff like that. I used to give my stuff to St. Monica's Girls Home as well through this foundation. So I made it legitimate, covered all the angles that needed to be covered with the company of registrar, the Charities Act and stuff like that. And here we go. The ship is sailing smoothly. Yeah.
What do you get from this, Jodian? Tell me the sense of, is it fulfillment? Is it joy? Is it all of the above?
Mhm. You have basically answered. I love to see I love to see the smiles on face. That thank you, Auntie Jody, or that thank you so much, or the tears of joy. People looking at you like, oh my God, somebody's out there who actually cares. I love that feeling. Also, I am from a very poor family. I literally can relate to not having what I need at the time. I literally know what it is like when a mother sacrifices for her child or children as well. I've seen my mother wet crackers, cream crackers in the Queen Shade, the Shackleberry Fin, to be exact. And she would rip Big Bird in Chapelton, $500 box food at the time, and she would just rip the top of it, and she would share some of the food for me and for my brother who now serves in the military in the United States, Demardo. And she would not eat any of that food, and she would soak our crackers or the cream crackers or the special cream in the Shackleberry Fin, and she would have it and she would be satisfied and she
You
would
know,
still be happy.
because her kids are
So
because her kids are fed. Which
mm,
takes me to the need, and I don't know what you're doing towards Christmas, but I guess you can let us know, because the need is so great, and sometimes I find through initiatives like this you realize that there's so much we take for granted, because you go into a community with a package that just have
Right.
rice and maybe some canned goods, and when you see the look on the children's faces, on the faces of the people in the community, you realize it doesn't take much to move the needle, Jodian. And we
Doesn't, it
can do
doesn't.
more. All of us can do more.
Yes, we can. And truth is, it's something that people needs to also know. We have foundations who really mean a world of good. We have foundations out there where people are very transparent and honest. And you have foundations out there who says their foundation, who are basically swindling money, who are basically receiving money on other people's behalf, and they're not doing what they need to be to be doing. So you have people like my Jodian Pantry Foundation who finds it extremely difficult some of the times to garner the funds that I need towards whatever project that I'm doing. I currently have two projects under my belt, one being Cezanne or Harvey. He's 9 years old, who is also in need now, and it has been very tough getting that help. But I'm looking forward to giving back for this Christmas season. It may not be in the capacity that I would want to do it, but I love giving back something to a home, to a family, to a life. And that is something I pledge to do for this Christmas.
Well, tell us how we can help with Cezanne.
Well, like I said before, he's 9 years old. He currently struggles with 13 different illnesses. I can name a few of them. We have the epilepsy, the asthma, the cerebral palsy, dysmorphic syndrome, global development delay, constructive sleep apnea, mid-face hypoplasia, and sinusitis. He has breathing issues. So far, I managed last year to get him a sleep apnea device, something that helps him to breathe at night, nocturne
CPAP.
blue, Cezanne, right?
CPAP
His
machine.
mother Kay, she loves her son dearly. He lost his dad just when I had given that sleep apnea machine to that family. He lost his dad 3 months later, who was a teacher, an art teacher. And it has been very hard for his mom. He's now in need of extra oxygen cylinder. IGL has told us what he will need, and so far it sits at, I think it's $74,000 or $75,000. That's what I've been trying to get for Cezanne, to give him some more longevity. He's a fighter. He's such a sweet kid. You can see the love on him, and I've watched his mom love him, and she will be doing that until God says, all right, I need my boy back.
Yeah.
But that's basically that. I recently learned of a young lady as well by the name of Dina Care, and she has a scan to do for $150,000, abdomen, chest, and pelvis scan. She has cancer. So those are my two projects leading into Christmas as well, and I'm praying that I will get the help they deserve.
All right, folks. So Jodian is focused on two special young people, Cezanne, and the other lady's name? Young lady is?
Her name is Dina Care.
Dina needs some help. Cezanne needs oxygen. That's about $75,000. And Dina
Right.
needs what? Tell us again.
She's currently in need of $150,000,
Okay.
so she can go ahead and do her abdomen test and all the
Okay.
tests she needs to
All
do.
right, Jodian Pantry, it's already done. It's done. It's done, it's done, it's done. All right?
Right.
It's done. You will
Just letting
see.
you know.
Yes.
One more thing.
Very quickly,
One more
because we
thing
have to
before
go.
we go. I just need everyone to know that I am still music. Because I've been doing a lot. I found a lot of things to do in this season to stay surviving, to stay afloat, Simone. So I just need people to know that singing, music is still my first priority, as well as giving back to people is also a bigger priority for me. I have my new single that has come out by the Paul Patmore production. It's called One Day. I need them to go and check that out. It's on my page, my Instagram page as well. Big up Mr. Patmore, Terry Linen, Dipmatic, Tony Curtis, and everybody who is part of this production. And Jodian is here, and it's only going up higher from here.
Yes, ma'am. You can sing us to break. Go on. What can I give to you? Go on.
Right.
Go on.
The great I am.
Yes.
Ooh, I am not a shepherd, so I cannot give a lamb. Oh, though I'm not a rich girl, but still I can make a start, Lord. Since I don't have much to give you, Jesus, I give my heart. Ooh-a-doo-a-doo-a-doo. Many give money, silver and gold, yeah, but to give their lives to Jesus, they refuse to be bold. Whoa, many give their children while still living in sin, Lord, Lord, Lord. But Jesus is calling softly, he says, come, come enter in.
All right, folks. Jodian Pantry. Check out her new music and please support her foundation. Thank you very much, Jodian.
Thank you so much, Simone.
All the
Thank
best
you
with
so
your
much,
work.
TVJ family.
Yes, ma'am.
God bless.
Gospel recording artist and founder of the Jodian Pantry Foundation. Jodian Pantry. Coming up next, we're showcasing a few memorable moments in lights. We'll be back with that right after